Manever I say ma Pen Dream TV. Pen Dream TV there, o see them yopo.
Abusa for we there mesre se obeje bene kakra na watie yenkomo yi bi. Ane je bre kakra na tie enkomo yi bi na unanya entiase efa ma ho. Said ye be ya enkrofo bi agenda omo try say omo ebe play our social media no so no ye betumi atu agukra in fact ye be bobone ye dia share kenten ase eye jandam aha ni nyina ene say prophet TELVIN ajesowa ne nkomsha a free time I started World Cup na wahihye ehun enkomo ne ye ba betwetwe na mebo videos bebre dia kire yes dinya abotre pa mebo videos bebre e dia kire na wate ase yi said ye be ya obi antumi na ada ya hunsa manfo de nam social media ebinum ya asofo ebinum ye bloggers ebinum ye politicians omo dinamase chese try say omo be discredit no ebinum twatwa videos asini 3 minutes 1 minute 2 minutes ebinum o krampo onhwe ni full video krampo da ni full interview kra onhwe bi da enso ne number bi try say obetum futragu amanfo ani adada manfo na prophet no kan say na kan say ni nyina no ne fa ba ne ni nyina obeti ase abusua prophet TELVIN ajesowa ye ba be ye World Cup ye be call World Cup mo be kaya o started prophecy wa brana Ghana ya started ye qualifiers and was started e ma ya kwankyere ye no mo a ye nya akwanya ene no ye interview ene nyame enam adom so ama yesa akwanya no ena aja ye kwa ye nino kasa na aja ebisabisa ne nsam a ebia sunsumu wiase mo no ewo ho timeline mu nyoma ebia ebisi ne ho ade no so odom anyame de ache no so akabi anaponi bi e de amagana fo enti the likes of Kwakusampa ewo Accra FM ena Nana Romeo OK FM ena me ewo Pending TV so ena janyame aya adoma omu ani ene no anya opportunity ni ene no kasa ni ebisa no questions enti se mu bedi adanse ene mu ama follow prophet ankasa ewo ne interviews aye in fact ne prophecy ni interviews so far ene no anya nyina no mbohu se ne interviews or start ye fa Black Stars na ye nyanko World Cup na men can say ye nya more qualifiers no krampo enwie ye na eguso aye ye bebo first qualifiers no start say ordinary kwankyere egu form ediama GF4 say omundi so no mudi so a this is what will happen ti me chao video we ya obehu say na all chirem even ye ne Comoros match no all chirem di see ye afutu ode mo ne nyomanti omo ye ya afi die minutes omo tie ya omo eye quick ye di o kan so omo nye no resource a ede bae enti mebo video no ede a kire ye nko ni ko tie video no emra sesia
it stands now they should not breach time. If they don't breach time, the guarantee is the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals.
Yes, and when we get to the quarterfinals, that's when I can start interfering with time. When we start interfering with time, who knows? Maybe we'll be in the finals.
Wow. Na you know more share red and white na kwa kushia.
Absolutely.
Wow. And you which me can say so when British time na the possibility say you be who Ghana will finals no high. World Cup finals.
Very, very high.
Where the mami share camera num na
group team the strongest team will be just one. The rest of the three in the groups that they'll put us in, we'll score all of them basa.
So if when they don't breach timeline now,
yes, they have less than some few. If they have to make up their mind, because right now time is flowing the same way it has to flow. Wakosi, he has interfered with one catalyst of time in the Comoros match. Once he has interfered with catalyst of time, he has already tilted the timeline small. It can be corrected again, so we maintain the original timeline. If we maintain the original timeline, we will be able to get where we have to get to. If they don't maintain the original timeline, they will be playing with fire. And I always say to you that I will tell you what is ahead, the catalyst.
Okay.
So you don't make a mistake. As will be a baby, a billboard, it means you have weaponizing competence. Why sheda? And I'll say feely. So then if that happens, we blame you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And Ombetia Miaya Morgana. Yes, Messi Papa, and Combetia Miaya say Adiani Daho. Men for Bia and Shemu Keke, Sa Odo in Ketia, no Mamma for Munshem, Nianco Finance Kekenase, Mono. Hey, and Combetia me, and Combe Bomb in some Mamae. Hey, wake up no. Ha, say him more Bia in the open bio move, so
Absolutely.
yes. Ghana Blasters in Penny 4. That says the Lord. Say, Mamun breachy timeline beer. Players never honor more for more enco. More beer and for beer and coachim. Say, OBT UK or say, why you? Ya, honor. Benjamin Asari money or more cano. Ya, ni echo.
Absolutely.
Mamun for beer and
They change the goalkeeper, they've killed everything. I said, what's that? They should maintain the local one. You see, when I told you, use the local players, it will surprise you. The local goalkeeper, all those things, you see the way the whole team looks different. That keeper ball no cry and Bruno, just maintain it.
Okay.
It's the spirit of the country. When you maintain it, that's all. Yes, I shopping in the bar. Me, I come and tell you the first match, how they will lose and the time and how it works. Good. Once you are done with that, everybody just knows that no. You lose the first match, you lose the second one, third match. Even the worst teams will score them.
I see.
They only have one great in their group, no? Only one great team. Only one great team that is a competition. Even that team, they will score the team.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Score team easily. But if they breach time, no, they can forget about it.
Share no, parents ne balloting no. Ghana, yebeko hefa, yebeko US and say Canada and Mexico. What check your
country now?
What check
I don't have a transfer that. Once I get a transfer, I'll let you know. So that people, I'm not for a pump visa home.
I say still a visa no.
Enti abusia someone who said the city enti way aye Comoros satam ne ebo qualifiers ya me no kasa no na obia sabi enim group mpo Ghana ye kwa koshim but Prophet TELVIN ema ye hu group no say there is one big team pe ena wo group no o kire ye DBC e wo group no what ma say enti enye adefoforo enya afei na ebia World Cup yi adu ne mpompon so no ena ebia Prophet peso obeje hype na afei na peso there be ye static kan wasem na Ghana ye bo qualifiers atam na asofo asabi wo krum ha na ebinum krompo ahyem kom se enya ade a Ghana kwa be qualify na ebinum ahyem kom se Ghana kwa ye qualify but nyame adom ene ne prophecy a onam eye na koa Prophet TELVIN so na akato ono eba mu say Ghana etumi e qualify ewura eye World Cup no ti muntie na enya ade foforo enye afei na prof ebe hye na abusua me pese monte ase Prophet adwuma was start here any directions was start here the ma Ghana Black Stars no wanka no ba bia say nyankopon say mobekwa kuduru ha se nyankopon se mbokwa kudu finals there be but bia ni obetima kire me sa video a Prophet e kan e sa asemo a Prophet e kan ye ni nyina ne se ono oduma nyame de ache no ene se ohwe timeline obetima hwe into the future ahu de e koso bibi koso otimi hwe ade no hu se there be ade no sei na nam sei ne wo ho sei no ho advice e wo ho monfa ha oman we monfa ha oman monko yesi eya adoma chede nyame e de ache no se wupo umpo nyame ene de ache no and enya ade a eya ade foforo otima say enya ade a eya ade foforo nti mama say ebinum titi social media ekasa bebre asif say ebia like Prophet TELVIN eya ade bia like mekane say eya evil anase eye devilish anase like enye Christian like mentiasie abusia tieniye ne de ne say my direction. No, I chill say, baby, I walk on. Okay, what's all call World Cup? Open so call World Cup. Okay, me share timeline no more. Udru ha no say ne see ye, udru ha say ne see ye. Enti okay, nyame ama mani me hu ade AC. Enti bet me advice say okay, okwa bibi say da wanim. Ukoduru ho no ma hwe ye na mamfa wonsa enkasa ade no. Odo wonsa ka say ne besi. Ukoduru ha botra. Enye sa wan hwe ye say ne besi. Enti eya advice e no ode manipa. Enti so ma sa advice ni wie. Na se wan kotie na ukoye ade fofora abusua. Na se consequences ne ba. Ade enti na wasa obi osofo obi ana blogger bi ana nipa bi kwotena social media ka se wo ka se ye bekwa koduru ha na ade enti na asesa nyame otumi e na nyame kasa once nyame na odi ka ye no ade enti na nyame enti mo pese mo chese nyame okasa oya ade a bibi betumi asesa na there be prophet an ka se nyame se oye se di ama there be enye sa na okan timeline tetini na esi se Israel for kokwa omutimi ko odifo nchen ekosere odifo nso odifo okun a ye konhwemu ma ye se kwan mu tesen ye kwa ye bedi nkunim kire ma ya kwankire na odifo na ka kire mo okay okun a mo koi ye da ho mamunie okay mi hu nkunimdie o adamanim na mmom se nkunimdie ne beba mo kɔ no mo hwɛ ye na kuro no mankofa bibia mfiri so. Don't pick anything from there. Muhu sika koko, muhu jewelry, muhu diabeyo, ma obiara monu hu musio enkofa bi. Munja bibia ho munkum destroy them and come back home. Na akachiro na moko. In one instance, Bible say omukoduru ye no afei omuko hu agudi ana ewo kuro no so ne ehwo ade soja ni baako Israel ni baako ekuwia eye efen sen agudie e de share no ho enu nti keke no Israel nya lusu ntokwa omu lusu war no they lost the war adentira ko obi akowia bibia eden ahye no ho otima say obi akowia bibi ahye no ho enti nyame oma won na anaso oma direction conditions da ho sa won ti nyame ase a ena wo betena ho no ma ena nyame kasa una beka chese nyame se ena afa die wan ka nyame se keke owie ye no o the conditions etoto ho mamon sesa coach mamon fa foreigners ni begum allow the local guys no mo ball qualifies na mo conditions Mumfa de da you meshim mamo conditions. Enti se woko na wankoye no said ye okaye na ubenya problem.
Throughout me encounter with you in ano. Adia ba ko pe de bia me na kujaka. Adia ba ko pe na people are still not okay with it coming from your side.
Right.
Won kom sha wa hye nyina minti so bia wo problem except Black Stars de no with the World Cup no.
Right.
O say ebe as a hoka kra no eyo mo say Prophecy o ka say ebe kwa kodu quarter final say we say ya temper with catalyst ni bi ho no eyo mo say o de ye di agora na I think said that is the only thing still nipa yenti wase wo.
Exactly. So I should break it down to you, yeah?
Oh, so we're breaking it down, but you can still break it down.
It's simple. You see, each prophecy pattern, if it's not an original timeline, it has conditions. Because they place it together before me, say, Black Stars, no, we have to, there's something, we have to go somewhere. And I check and say, no, there's a possibility in time. The possibility in time, in the pattern of time, is that we can arrive at the quarterfinals. We will shake the whole world. This is the future I am seeing, it's clear. But this future, for it to happen, bring me this catalyst, bring me that catalyst, bring me this guy, set this team, don't touch the coach, leave it like this. And the principle will be called Phoenix principle. Now, this is how I do my things. Nowadays, I say, yes, we are learning, we're going forward. So any prophecy I do, I name it. So I named the Black Star prophecy the Phoenix principle, and I wrote it down. And it's set there. That's how I pray. So I pray, okay, God, you said they will rise from the ashes. So they will lose and then they will rise. That is the principle. So we go in that angle. They will observe and obey this principle. And that's how I kept communicating. So I made sure that it's clear to them. If you breach it, this is the conditions. I've explained it to them. clearly. Until once you are done breaching it, you pick the condition. Yes, I said, okay, why terms and conditions were there? Be when I say, oh yeah, say now, why breach a clause we? You heard it clearly. You still went ahead, breach the clause. After breaching it, we can't come and take the old thing and place it in there. We will still have to review and see if we can still go forward. And that's where the place. Like I said, don't get this issue. He made me his catalyst by now. Because now by breaching the timeline, I'm now in the center of the operation. Because now there is a different pathway that is forming, which now has to be looked at again. And it does it. So, and Sana, blaster situation has turned into.
Okay.
So that's it. But mainly, no, by the grace of God, no, I've spoken to the minister and everything, like those people. And then we are trying to get our heads around something. But I told them that once they left it, the original timeline is called the harder day fall. Which means you will laugh in friendlies and cry in the World Cup. It's simple law. So it's a reverse. The original time is suffer in friendlies, play the next match draw, and then keep going with the suffering. Then everybody, oh, blaster, then we shoot like rocket. First match, we are gone. Second match, we are gone. Third match, we are just beating everybody. The least we'll do is play a draw in the middle.
Say no, I think say Mimi a GFA president. I'll be confused because Prophet TELVIN say yenye say, and maybe another group of prophets who say their prophet we can no kre. Yenye di ene na ese mutie. Na be a Prophet TELVIN so wan kwa na ka say and others na wo no so come nti ebasa panyin no be confused majority no can say and let's turn to the majority. Now you are the only person so far Ghana call line now kono. I've watched other prophets saying say Bruni we kra na be my wonders for World Cup no. But all the no so a bit different from Bruni. The leaders will be confused.
Exactly. I think it has happened so many times. I've been confronted several times in this Ghana here over several years by different prophets and their prophecies. And by the grace of God, you know, it always comes back to my square. Is it that you do U-turn last minute to where I'm sitting, or you would have to keep going on the highway? I told you the 4 dimension is the highway. It's a very simple, and there's a little thing. I spoke about 27 days. The Iranian war, bombs will start landing again. So people were like, nah, the war, they have finished it. When the time hit, I said 25 to 27 days. 25th day, boom, in Dubai. Just like that. Because we've seen the bombs flying again. We are not trying to convince you. We don't do analysis and statistics. It's what it is. I did a prophetic operation. A statistician came. I said don't get results. If you had not breathed time, would have been 53%. The person did the whole statistics for years, did all polls and everything, and they're still at the same result I got. Somebody would think he just copied my own and then printed it there. Exactly. Which means that there is a verifiable structure to whatever I tell you. And the evidence is very clear. So one thing is, you can't force people to do what you want them to do. But then, when we are done, when we are ready to go to the next World Cup,
what do you say?
I get ready for the next World Cup. Because the pattern is breached. It's breached in a very heavy manner. It will be very tough. You see the coach. Oh, they will. Say I've said it. It will be perpetual. I don't want to. They will just sweep him off very fast, very quick.
The coach.
Oh,
Brunino.
Oh, it's World Cup coach. And they will just sweep him off. I said somebody's father's job. I don't want to interfere with it, but I've told you the future. It's very simple.
So say new squad or the other for the next friendly match, no. Completely new squad.
And say we are our tested players.
Yes.
And so when the World Cup comes, we'll see.
Nti Nyankopon eka kire Israel for. In fact, time Moses ekwakoyi Israel for afri eye Misraim asase so. They were supposed to spend 40 days from Israel to Canaan. They were supposed to spend 40 days. Just 40 days. But I say na a futua na omu endi so on conditions and nyame de ma omu Some mamu nyesi, mamu nko friends say, mamu nko sum nyame foforo bia nka me ho, moko duru kuro bia so a mamu ni o maduane mamu nyesi nyame amamu warning. And moko, you will spend 40 days abusua 40 days because of aswordin ketia na omo ye na omo temper with the timeline na Moses dia mo munti. They ended up spending 40 years on the way. They ended up Israel ended up spending 40 years kwan so obranka 40 days pe and anka omo be dey omo ebetumi adru enti so obi eka kire wo say prof ebe hye nkom say ye beduru hanom ena wasan ba mirika no asa be kase da bi enye sa ne siye de di kan say prof ebe kire ye e ma na kwan kire ma mo mfa mo nsa nka coach no ma mo mfa mo nsa enka first local players muma local players na embo munjai ma we enye na juma ma friend saying omo ball qualifies no for the day are you ambition coach no mo bia mfa ne nsanka no because ohun say coach no ene di nkunumdie ene baby a yukudu ye nyina e coach no eye otuado andi nahe in fact mo be call world cup no and a prof crampo can say friendly matches are mo be bo nyina mo be lusu but mo lusu a this is what will happen so mo ko lusu friendly matches na say ne be kwa kosi e world cup nti mo de friendlies ni de mo nkobo.
Next one in line is that they should put the specific names I mentioned in the football.
Okay.
And whatever they are looking for, it will shock them. Ghana, you'll be very happy. We will lose the friendlies, but then when we enter the World Cup, you see there's a different world altogether as the Lord lives. Right now, the clarity of what I saw was the quarterfinals. We were fighting over third and fourth.
Hey, with this performance?
Yes. That's what we're fighting over. Until I saw the catalyst and I stopped focusing on the future to come and deal with the catalyst. Once that catalyst is there, now we will set another catalyst in time. You know how we prophesy. We prophesy a prophecy out of a prophecy. Okay. So that when the first prophecy happens, you know the second one will happen. And then we've been doing this for years. Yes. And it's always the same story. Yes. It always falls in that line. If we have to interfere with the catalyst, we will try to interfere with it. But the main branch of time, nobody can interfere with it unless you create a catalyst to redirect.
So, Papa, I mean, football, no, apart from...
I feel ya call friendlies, no, na ya call boy, ya. Hey, I hope poor, ya lose first one. Ah, Prof, I can't want some that. You could lose second one, and what ya hope coach. I hope poor, ya coach. I brand not prophet, I catch them say. And not the saying the BC enti munya abotre eyesa na tie you will lose all the friendlies mokwa say ne bekwa akosi ewo FNC World Cup mwanya gidie ena mudi esuro eni ehu ekoyi coach ena mo start say mo ye enyoma basa moko FNC World Cup ma fa dede esoso anko eche say ma brichi enyoma enti se mbeka ya Sabrenum and a prophet tell the Ebekan say because of the Omahinity ama timeline no changes are bum na yanhwe ya ye na nka ye kwako wini ni nyina no ebesa ba ebebo atiaye ebe adane atiaye interpretations of waka nyina no ebesa akwaye den atiaye enti set sadia Ghana for emma no 21 days na onfanko hwem on fanko hwem no hu die ebisi no meka nkyere 21 days and obae and obeka kire say okay say and ohu ade ne de nya aye no saa na aye like ya say ade no na mmom empenyifo abehu no ene na kasa which some of us are privileged to date to this say ampa empenyifo aba abehu no ne na kasa enye empenyifo ba ko ni mienu miensa ho Michro Ghana for penifua about Prof and Channel and Bekasaya. You have no idea.
And it looks like they are just like some people are trying their best. Now cool job blessing. Can't I? Let's go ahead.
Yo. Enti say na watch the muse ewie no.
This one I don't think even needs explanation. It's a very simple thing.
Okay.
Say it's a prophetic for an outcome. I've told you the outcome. That's the outcome.
Okay.
If he goes, he will not play.
Exactly.
First I want to me it's simple knowledge, and I'm talking to leaders. I'm talking to the people that control the operation.
Exactly.
So they look like Nipa no. Shana, he can't even handle the thing. Or they know he can't play. It's been said that he can't play. Why would we even send him in the first place? But I can't directly come and tell you don't send him.
Exactly.
No. Hey, so that I come and blame me, never. Don't make that mistake in your life. Never blame the opposite of you.
Back to the question. Enu our next meeting, no. Na World Cup na started. But
Right.
when checking your first match, no date, no.
I think it's on the 17th.
17th of June. Prof. Because after say utu mpenimfo fo a omwentie a can say coach fufuro beba obe niama nwonwran ni ade no papa ye can say coach na ba niama o kan ye no bebre ye de ani hu Blasters no again ebe ye yie wo World Cup no mo.
That side, no, what was I say, no? Let me be very frank with you here. I'm in a situation as the Lord lives. Say, in Penin 4, Akesi 4, they are like there's so much at stake in the World Cup because people's government money is involved in it and many things.
Investment room.
Exactly, and there are a whole lot of things at stake. And then me, know, I'm stuck in between the situations here. I could leave the World Cup to go for the outcome to be the same way I've told you. I say it's always going to happen. Once I don't even interfere, it's going to be the same way. And then there's also people that are looking at my face that World Cup yiko. No, at least yan yeshi yan boy yan modern kiti point yeshia. Kwa brandi people betina o say, omo abedi $100,000 each. Ena omo akwa kodi. And our government, and they will blame the government, they will blame everybody. It will become a whole lot of issues around. So that outrage is also there where people are for that can increase my increment.
Okay.
And make kasa catalyst that thing for us. And I be to I say me makata 100010. So if I'm also pushy, me I'm like so we'll be able we temper with some few catalysts.
Okay.
May secrets natural later on.
Okay.
But we temper with some catalysts. Some people never knew.
Okay.
How come you have a coach that does not play and only plays one match, but is registered, is in town to play? I'll explain to you in time. Now I said, let us keep it down. We are work. I say experiment and so.
Okay.
As an move, but that one is secret for the future. The outcome has to happen. Then I'll show you how we were able to do it.
Enti papa min twa wanu a enu ntina ye last game and snare be bon radi one cup pack no so no.
The operation make sure so me tell mo na nti ase me here adwuma now my hands are in it, so I don't want to say we can't say anything that my hands goes inside. I don't talk about it too much. Yes. And to Blasters, my hands are in it now. We are trying to use the players to maneuver some few things and then work some things out, because I realize that people will not listen. But I want to say I thought they be the damage that is ongoing. What people they've spoken to me about this. I want to say certain things some people have put in their mouth here and there. Some things are not the way. You know, I thought they be a coach. This was the idea. Obi Beka say you choose players name a coach, but the coach also has his own players to choose.
Okay.
Coach your coach. Obi Beka can, everybody can give their speculation, but they can also choose. They are like some of the things. No, it goes beyond their reach. Because if they force pressure on the coach, he is the technical person. If he says he's resigning right now, why are you sending there?
Okay.
Exactly. Problems will even start, but you don't worry. And say Michelle come later. You see the problems.
I see.
So, at the end of the day, this is all the openings that are happening. Now, caught into that World Cup phase now. We have been able to get a hold of some things. We are trying to adjust. So we are doing what we call shifting time. We are shifting certain things ahead. So there are certain things that are supposed to happen, we can put it inside the World Cup. Because we can't handle friendlies and then lose the World Cup. At least we should prove something. So then you say government taxpayers money and no market chama footballers you be mo cry ni mo be di sika ko free ya nko baby anso World Cup near cabo then they will now the blame will come. So that's why you are seeing the president is cutting a lot of things off.
Okay.
So that there will not be a lot of waste on that angle. One on that angle. Because what matters the most is that so that people do not misunderstand the thing and put pressure on the country.
Exactly.
So these are all money. Deeper than just a football surface.
Yeah.
So I can afford the member Kasa to a further angle. And they are pushing. But the other, you know, I hear like in the angle, no, the things I want to turn physically, no, because I have to temper with physical things.
Okay.
But the physical things I want to temper, some few have been done, but then the rest are not like it looks like say Anya Tomu the dada. So you whatever we can salvage to save the atmosphere, we should salvage. That is where I bring my players as the catalyst.
Okay.
So I say forget about the Black Stars, focus on my footballers. The footballers are the ones that will play the operation. They shouldn't worry. When the coach will play statics, but they should also remember the small pools they play in Ghana. That's how they can get somewhere.
Papa, o can say o players and patriots they mu na amanfo anji wanu ensi bonne say on be can say o players
no, players. Oh, yeah, Ghana players you saw as catalyst to move motion in time. Yes, so that we can be able to move certain things. So what we are doing now is we are trying to push. Right now, I am working inside the operation itself. Because it's a distance. The whole Ghana Association, Minister of Sports, all sorts of people, different kinds of ministers are casting from every corner on your neck, and they're talking to you. Then you be like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So we are trying to put our hands in it. Though the damage is vast, we will be able to manage something. So today we manage something. And I'm managing and I'm targeting England. Once we humiliate England, that's it. We can dance kakalika. The Lord leads.
Prof, a football back one. O the man penning for before say coach he cry ba be pam no ye to ado omo ba be pam no. And they say omonfa the day are you
Enfamra.
All
those things that all those things are breached. So you see, I say the way the message is presented to me and all the talking, the way it's coming. Some of them, I listen to them a lot. Like you have to do something. That's the thing. More or less like the I hear you. So if there is capability to salvage something, you salvage it. Don't focus on whatever that goes on. It's like okay, you will look at what that can be done. Then we'll look at it because.
Prof, because
the players, so the damage has been done. But then I always say, for body see Krobeshia, a bit Musitimobi. Many of my to we were outside and the car be more for be firing. And your boy, I can't say, where are you from? I said, we're from Ghana. I said, oh, Asamajan, blaster, football. I was like, wow, that's how they know us. They never mentioned anybody's name. So football. They knew us by football. So the only way we can actually push our agenda is football. Today, Aisho Speed is out there. He has Ghana Black Stars flag on his World Cup video and everything. Like we have the name. Our name is going further. But look at the problems that has been created. This is the work of the devil too. And that's where we have to at least say, like that guy, once our drivers know, they made me feel like no. So me say, I said, me my World Cup, my email I've even forgotten about that. I don't even talk about it. I was like, oh, these people, I'm not gonna waste my energy. Yeah, but later me say no. This thing is, and then the minister and everybody are still pushing. I've not even mind them. I mean,
I see.
I said I didn't mind them at all. Before I now said no. Send ya. At the end, and also it's like you are ignoring them for no reason. You just need to get involved. Let's do something. We have to do something. Because how they know us is World Cup. They only know you by Asamada, World Cup, football, Black Stars. They don't know anything. They don't even remember the gold we have in Ghana. No. So we need to prove, we need to push something. So I want to say something to everybody. If you're a prophet, a pastor, a man of God, an anointed vessel, whatever it is, however angle you are, if there is something you can pray to push, pray. Don't worry, we'll interfere with the timeline for you. All you need to do is just be at the background. And then if you want to speak negative, or say anything that you're seeing. Of course, as I speak to you right now, no, the match is not. We are tough. We've just taken one match from the past and added to the future, so you can get out of the group stage. That's the only pushing I'm doing, so that we can at least play 4 matches, and then from there, if there's more grace, we can keep pushing to the higher end. The aim is to add the 4th match and push. Okay. That's the aim. That's what we are working towards. And if there's any other thing, everybody should push their plan. You know, pushy, so that we can go, because I was preaching this sermon on Friday about the heritage of the black man. And several countries you go to, the way they regard you is very bad. And sometimes you would need to elevate their reputation. The reputation has to go higher. And if you've not watched my sermon on Friday, you should go and watch it. Just this Friday, it's on YouTube. I think you have reposted it. Yeah, it's also there. So because the black heritage is very necessary, because when you mean until now, man for to say lower class human being, you need to actually elevate your perspective. And some of the ways we can get there is through some of these things, the World Cup and everything. Because economic wise, you are not stronger than America. But if you meet him in the World Cup, you have to give him like 3-0. If you meet Britain in the World Cup, you have to give him. Yes, you can't. You have to let them. Their country will remember your name, because you are the one that removed them from the World Cup. That's what we want to do, and so it's a all hands on deck principle to push and complete this course. Because right now, I don't want to sit down and say, "Oh, it looks like." At one point, I sat down and I was like, "No, it looks like it's some form of prophetic way." I don't want to choose that. I want to push progressively the country. Yeah. Okay. I don't want to be my word against the GFE or my word against as if I'm having a problem with somebody. It's not important. What we need to do is we have to win, because a meteor bibini amisimi Ghana. Yeah, Black Stars. Yambo tetekwashi. Yambo kuku. Yambo good. Yeah, Black Stars. Oko bebo boy see asamajan. Me will be quite challenge you. See Egyptian be. I'm going to say, Africa, what Ghana? We are the best in Africa. If we catch you, we'll score you. That's our pride. That's the only thing you can discuss actually. If you're out there, there's nothing else to talk about. Nothing. And that thing is in front of us today, and it looks like our save is about to go. Of course, the leaders have done what they want to do. Omar, I'm sure more. We need to at least salvage what we have and then do something. That's the aim. As it stands now.
I say my candy. I say my kuma Tommy kakra.
That's the aim. Want to really temper with things.
Me can crofona. Omo can say. So I'm going to you now. Omo ye the omo penning. Yeah. And can jo omo say because. But
you have to also understand, I'm not God, so I cannot control that. I know in the olden days the prophets of old do that a lot, where you challenge at this stage, they want to prove themselves, but it's not necessary. I'm a master of time. I've prophesied through the whole world, global situations, prophetic angles and everything. I've mastered the 4th dimension. It is evident. I'm the only one of the few people on the face of the earth that I can put my prophecy on scientific radar and scrutiny, and it will still come back. Come out as no mind games, precise, direct, accurate, without a single fault or mark. That's the only thing. My prophecy has been reviewed through AI documentation, through different AI software. The computer system is even marveled. They say 1 in a billion, the chances of this happening. Some even say 1 in a trillion for this to happen. It's not possible. For a person to sit down and be able to say this, for it to happen, is remarkable. It's unbelievable. And that's that kind of thing. So that's why the pressure is on me from everywhere.
I see.
Also, I'm not for Kasao. They will talk, they will do this, nobody cares about them. Me, when I speak right now, in 3 hours, you will see where the call is coming from. It will hit the roof of the country, the top. The last man there will hear it and then start making the call down. Everybody will feel the heat. That's how it our own is. Because, in Penifono, they are not ignorant, they're intelligent. They know what is what. So when they look at it, they're like, this thing is direct. I know what thing. Whatever it is, we don't know. But and that's how international people are even regarding us and other things. So what we want to prove, we've proved it already.
Okay.
So all that matters now is we need to save this Black Star thing, and then move forward.
And the Nanka pese anka ujanes 100010.
Now move on this car. But I mean, for somebody's 2,000 cities, 5,000, 20,000 cities, we cannot humiliate. Because listen, the black race, Friday now, me bedroom Ghana now. I got down and I was talking to them. I was preaching on that Friday. Exactly. Because at that time, I'm more bitty in the country. leave, go back to your country, go and fix your country. Some of the time,
Cambodia,
this is South Africa for Ninama. There's sometimes the way you can prove yourself is some of these World Cup athletics, and what makes Jamaica. Jamaica is not any country. You can't compare Jamaica to even Accra. They've not even reached in development or anything. But then Jamaica has Usain Bolt, one of the biggest. And today everybody talks about Jamaica as if it is sub-America. But if you enter Jamaica, you realize that it's not even close. No, Jamaica is a little mixture of Tema and then a Shaiman together.
I see.
Yeah, no, they have not even reached. They are not even close to Trasaco and the airport tills now. I'm going to do a side of life
Development.
No, they are not even Accra. They can't compare themselves. Maybe we'll put them somewhere in Kumasi. They can compete with Kumasi, but not Accra. No. Jamaica is not developed like Ghana, but because of athleticism, racing, Usain Bolt, 100 meters, they are winning. So let's also build our country. I believe as a black man, push the purpose of your own country so we can win.
It's the same person. Yeah, the issue of blasters. No, yeah, they are no berry. And some men are okay chat when it comes to blasters match or Mokwako World Cup. They are no person can chat to Efa. Now for Yenko other issues. So.
Okay, fine. I think I've said everything. Right now, no. Once my hands are in it and I'm involved in it, there's going to be a lot of tempering of time. We are tempering a lot of things.
Okay.
So that's basically what we are doing. We are trying to, you see, I told you, say, the catalysts that has been breached are heavy. We will not promise the guarantee of any big thing, but then we would, we'll try to remove the shame.
Okay.
From them, yes. So that we don't go and then I say, government, now boss care good, now man for better, say, and that's where, once I'm here, that's when I'm for best starting. And a government not says Chicago Gubola. And now we are could do it, and now we are could do it, and now we are could this way, and then a whole lot of mess. Like we want to focus on the positive things we are doing in the country and go forward. So let's get something good standing. Yeah, but we'll remove the shame from them. As their Lordly.
100.5 FM. Your name Prophet.
Na abusia ni nyina ne se enye se prof wo ye sebi nipa sonko bia na se da bio but the metumi aka ne se obia adwuma ena sebi ebedi na chi je nipa wo ye bia no aba bia wudua no eno a ne befefe sebi ya ye ti Ghana yenye sebi zombies penyifo no whoever sebi omonya mwa omonya agimifo, they have eyes, they have ears, they have face and brains. They listen, they watch, they listen, they watch, they dilute, they try to offend saying put like your son one seminar wo can so to make sure say to see say oh making sense. We are not too hard. You share wo friend saying unyoma wakeka da saying oh ye hwe say ampa okay unyoma wakeka no ebi ni saying there na ye betumi afa film like all you say ye hwe nta nyoma ni nyina enti ans na obo hu mpanyifo betumi atu sa na mo na che say ya son like ya so wahwe ahu say yes ukuta bibi ana bibi kura odum bi wo so na ya be hu no ye ne na kasa. So yes ya ye mistake there na mum wakoye nyame difo nti ma ya kwankyere kyere de wo se ye boa ma Ghana for yentumi like mistake na ya ye no kwan bia so aye betumi afa so a rectify problem na ka ye nya de ya rectify. Prof say okay mesum ye Ghana ni sabio say eni enya na ehwene enya ena yese okonfo ne ka say kuru no enhia ono soso no otemu bi ti oye odifo ote oman mu de o mu say problem aba ba bi a mod na question a very tight corner enti akwankyere bi a wo so oye na ye kwan ni mu no ade bi a wo se ye tam de si ha ye hwe ni eyi firi ho na at least it me push ye kwa anim kakra ono soso na afa mu de obeye wagye atum ena obaye obeka ye senti no mpanifo afre no mo ne na kasa enu nti afi de ode no hwahade nu obeye aboa ama Ghana fo yatumi di nkunimdie aba abusua ne tenten ne tietia mu nyina no ne tenten ani ne tietia mu nyina no ade na nanka yakosɛe no ɛna afei ɔno ankasa asa akɔhwehwehwehwɛ mu ahu sɛ okay there are still things they can do yes nyame ka kyerɛ m sɛ monkɔ na mamonkoyise na makoye okay sɛ makoye a na monum ho na masɛ aba okay there are ways a yɛbɛsa atumi afa so na yɛne nyame akasa na nyoma bi wo hɔ no wɔ sɛ yɛkyerɛ mo kwan ne mu deɛ wɔ sɛ mo yɛ ne yɛaboa ne yɛayɛ. That is it. Dear prophet oye ya no dear prof oye ya no adia nyame nam no so aye no
you be say yenya hu say World Cup no enye easy Magana for but nyame ncha we have started working underground and the brother working underground. That's why I've become quiet. No, we've interfered with things and it has worked. Me experimenting kakra juma. So which means the motion has worked. So we've seen, okay, the thing is working. So now our first match, we're going to meet Panama. And then from there, we meet to England.
And no bet my correct score, no. Yeah, ne Panama, no. Correct score, ni who, ebi a Ghana ni wini, straight up. Now you see wini, ye board draw, ni who see a board draw, ye lusua. Oh, there, oh my goes, no crana. My who ye fate to Panama, dear.
All right, then. Say, Mekatro, everything is against us. And I remember way back, I told you that we can
temper with
we can turn the numbers. We can turn the numbers and turn it like this. Now, I'm talking about, let me break something out to you. I told you, say, oh, they may bet me football with prophecy see better, you will lose it. Especially when it comes to correct score. Okay. The reason is I don't like to give the numbers of the goals I'm seeing on this because I've given it on a random basis. Okay. But I want to say one important thing in that context. They say, I will use goal difference this time. Okay. You better use goal difference this time. But then still, the numbers on my bathroom wall is the same. But then we'll use goal difference as the system. And then we'll increase the victory. We've put in goals in the hands of each Ghanaian player. Yeah, the goals are Shisha Ghanaian players. And then in that angle, no, what we are looking at is to establish a very strong face. Once in direction, I can set a direction on a football player. Because right now I've told you I'm using a player because they've mixed up a lot of things. So right now we are doing what we call salvaging. We are salvaging what we can get to be able to come into perfect conclusion. So yeah, the goals are my players. No? It is the players that will shine and bring us the victory that we seek. So that's the direction I see on. So once the direction kickstarts, the first experimentation is Ghana against Panama. Once the catalyst hits, by the time we are 49 minutes, once the catalyst is already at that angle, the match will not finish. That I'll add the rest of the matches to it.
And Panama, the untumi my ye fate, we near na board draw.
I said no, I can't. Oh, I think I said it a long time ago.
Oh, and then they said, and then they started.
We will meet them boot for boot.
I'm not sure saying.
I'm doing direction. We are doing that. When I'm doing direction, I never want to, because this is how it is. When you're doing direction and then you give the people leeway, immediately they go and relax. So I want them to finish it.
When the anka yanso so yepese hunu nyame ani munyamo senka oka na hu se ha nyame kan ya mpa bam. Let me show you one thing about my football prophecies or any other prophecy. I don't prophesy for just the game. Okay. I prophesy for a condition. So if there is anything that is happening aside the football game, I'll use the prophecy of the football as a catalyst to that which is happening. Once the football game itself cannot be the main topic, no. If there is a target of a situation, I would name it for you. Ghana, the way I told you about the gunshot, I showed you the time, the number of goals, and what will be happening. That is how the prophecies were. But they cannot be because I'm prophesying about a football match. No, that's all. And they say, Ghana, you bet to me every group stage in Mako a year. Right now, we have possibility. I am telling you. Right now, yeah, Juma. We started work, yo. Yeah, Juma. I'm telling you. And to Ghana, be progress every group. Yes. One thing I have loved about this operation now, when if you're a Ghanaian there, go to the World Cup with full chest. Be happy, stay there. But then that's why I wanted to say, shooting a bomb.
operation there. I don't know. We are trying to curb some things, but we can't control the whole World Cup. So we'll just leave that one. Then, and now Okasa shooting, we can say, oh, and Russia Ukraine war, the American Uranian war, now Okasa no. When I said that this situation, now America crying the Ukraine po attempt, now got that into Iran attempt, now got that into couple bomb back over down them. That was long time. I think I spoke about way back, months before there was even one bomb in Ukraine, in Iran. So this thing has been said a long time ago. So as I say, no, as it stands now, no, we have positive stance. Yes, that's that. Me wanna temper. Let me give you a little bit of work. I mean. We're praying on the Ghana Black Stars once it started, especially the England thing. And then one thing I realized that the breach of the DIU Munini Amaniamano, I realized that I was just there, I was sitting down looking at the situation. And I'm going to say, England for Ghana could do 7-0. It's not even a joke.
Hey.
I'm not even kidding. How much Ghana could do 7-0? So Ghana 0, England 7. And I'm saying, what's going on here? Like, what's this thing? And then God began to show me how much damage has been caused. And then God told me that the team is going to the World Cup without a leader. Now ask God, what does it mean by without a leader? That was way the last time we had an interview. Activities are here. Because after I'm now working fully on the Black Stars. Now, before that, I'm gonna be breaking it down, because I didn't want to say it, because I want to make sure that we are going to work and complete. Outcome, if you fix the outcome, that's also now we are fixing things, so you will not get that damage. But then, Michelle, and God was telling me that the team is going to the World Cup without a leader. I said, how come? And they said, every team in the World Cup has a leader. The leader is revered, elevated, supported, and controls the spirit of the team. Which
say, Obebua, Amayahu, Babia was a lupo bia one yes, Yashisha ye, a quanchre say, a chow pakran, Yadibakunya mianim, however, a quanchre no bisiako, near was a ye, Bemania Miahuya mobo, Nina prophet. TELVIN, Ejeton say. Obedient. In fact, Obe Kokrampuno, one say, Sebio or no single-handedly, he made an appeal to all Ghanaian prophets. He made an appeal to all Ghanaian prophets, Ghanaian pastors, Ghanaians in totality. Say, Yenina, fire power, who by Bobia was also ba, but etai a Ghana Black Stars a cheap because Unimu say, Baby, a year kono. Say it me koni a kwaya dia. Nkunumidie sei ne beye dey ebeba enti enye ade a prophet da eka say ebia sei ne besi ena chena wasa besesanta bi agise wo a wo follow ni prophecies no odi kan ebekai sei ena besi sei ne da ho mamunyesi ena mokoye wieye no ena afei wase aba no se mokoye wie resource say ena wa hu se ebeba beta ho ena mo aba abehu no se oh da bi yate se waka se ye kwa because of the akoyinti nyoma se ne ebeba ye sro ye hu bibi maye akwankyere be ne da ho this time wo se ye no wa mo makwankyere ena o madiso abusua ena o madiso ena o mo eboa oboa o kyere nyoma wo se o mo ye nyina they are doing it the beginning no o kan say Mubeba betofum. The harder they fall. The harder they fall. And I'm what call. Or Chile Muse, because of the ANT Afi match, friendly matches, Afi, Bunse Bako, Amanida so crumpa bakakra. And pass your cowboy and Anida so by. Yes, third and fourth matches, and it so by Mama Ghana for Chrome. Oh, this time as a Black Stars, I had here. They say, Nancy, just a year ago, Terminum. It's a name some more can necessary. Tis a pinfaku who nasa waba. Na was say, or no so dinim, dear, a babe tray, actually, quanya was here faso, ya, a bema, nyoma, assisieno. You better rectify na. Enka we ne bone ne se abushafo. Enka we ne bone ne se. bɔne ɛne ne se nti sɛ wokɔte sɛ nkurɔfoɔ keka sɛ ɛna prophet ɛna wayɛ sei ɛna wayɛ sei no wayɛ sei abusua mamu ntie sɛ wohwɛ video a meba bɛbɔ akyerɛ wo ya we ɔka specific. He was specific on the Sunday no the Sunday etwa mu ɛna ɔyɛ saa video ɔna asɔre dɛm nti sɛ wo say waka asɛm no wasesa no mpo a ade nti na ɔmfa ne current one no enka wanya no after the offense after the match almost a week before the match no buy ebeka wasem said this is what will happen. Even in the studio with Nana Remu, he said it. Mumra or said Panama will come and meet us.
There is something that we have shifted. Why the coach did not show up for the friendlies before the last draw? I want to show you a match has been shifted ahead. Panama, they come and meet us.
When I say bayadi,
it is interference. Right now I'm involved in it. Say, because somebody told me, say, nah. And I saw something abroad. We were traveled and we're in a car. And I boy a country and the people praise Ghana. I go football. That they catch them say no. So what capi? Yeah, be and found night. When I say yeah, they come for bonus incubation. No suit movie. And they say behind me, if I can temper with things, let me temper with some few things and risk some few things. And I look at this.
So let's prepare for the World Cup. Me say when you get the ball over to me, if you can shoot. I said the wind is in your favor.
Papa, over to me the empire.
So Panama will come and meet us. And they say we there and a prophet and I can say and what best someone no and I can say and what best someone no and I can say oh mess sana no unya bre natna city interviews no is Ghana for your problem no. You don't find time to sit down watch people me for short videos and conclude you me you be like issues bana man for kanwasama de bia no me pese me kotie full video na me hu how asam nipa no si narrative ne nsam no ansa na me making a judgment I don't come on social media to watch people's comments and people's short videos to make a fan saying me opinion on a matter. No, I don't do that. We are lazy. Tino Abrebian Assembly Bar. Also called Nakohe full video. Ewo 24/7. Oko Sampa FSA Koku Sampa TV. Ewo Oba Pendream TV. Ewo Oba Nana Romeo Wale FSA channel also. Nina YouTube. Ewo full video. Anko TikTok. Anko short ones. No. Kona kohe the long ones. Na hu asamo no systematically sani osika asamo no na te asiye yie said the beya massa fence radio phobia. You see, and I want the followers of Christ and one more Omoji Nyamidi, one more Mudi, the followers of Prophet TELVIN Ajisu, one year Hunky County, Namiam person what he has said, Abusia for ye Yame Somana, yes. Eya kwanya bi na nyamedia mai eyo privilege na nyamedia mai upo abusia de eye nyame said you na no ote uji nyame di onji nyame ndi whatever it is nyame no oda so ye nyame ena abusia otwu mu tan ye onkrofo bi wa there is nothing you can do. You can't please them. Even Jesus Christ never, like he was not able to convince everybody to believe him. Even the Jesus we follow want to me and convince a nipa na pensu nyina so omunjini. That is why he was killed. He was crucified. And you know, some by to some crofobia yes ye be me a common fancy sense for or more to yam piani and one dia did not sebio sebi omujimia ba abusia ma ne how Sane tie omumbre na nyanso ye oti ase omumbre na nyanso ye sa anyoma na ya tie abre nkrofo start say omo epese omo dis like omo say nyame adwuma enye nyafe na aba Matraya from fee pepe or matra nyame untimi say nyame adwuma untimi say Christo som send ye tie na saa na tie ti mo fam hye mutiri abusuafo mo fam hye mutiri na yenko yenim eyi wo adwenkyere bi a message so odo beto comment section no ase aha wo adwenkyere bi a fato comment section no ase efamayen na subscribe to Pen Drink TV and also subscribe here boa me adwuma dia yidi no ha no etubi ekona nim yi ane na wa share video no e dia ama afofo so etumi ahwe bi Pen Drink TV yese edam yopo.
Ghana, our World Cup has to be adjusted as Methodologies, Jehoshaphat is looking at me. So we have to regard Jehoshaphat there. But they're not that, but we have a place to go. Amen. Because there's so much. If we break through, it will be a lot of opportunities.
My father.
Yeah. Oh, mommy, there are things inside it. Amen. So we have to finish the harder the four principle. Then we'll take the phoenix back and fix it there.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
We have to finish some portion of it.
Jesus.
Because it's a catalyst. I can't say leave catalyst hanging. I have to enact one first. When the catalysts are completed, then add the rest.
Excellent.
Because interference can only be interfered at the edge of a catalyst. And when I say catalyst, people don't understand. I've explained it how it's bluff. They can just Google it and understand.
Exactly, my father.
Don't go and go. There's a science version. There's a science point of view to catalyst, and then there is communication point of view in catalyst. Somebody can use the word catalyst. That does not necessarily mean the scientific version, but I use it. Both of them at the same time operating in the same way.
Michael.
Yeah. So that's how it is. We need to break through. We need to go and dance kakalika.
Exactly, sir.
It's necessary.
My God. Power.
Yeah, but by this time, people, authors from the powers and capacities of Panama are trying to subdue the powers of Ghana.
My God.
But we not go agree.
Hey! Never.
Yeah. Somebody will be there like, why, prophet, God does not follow football. Maybe your God does not.
Jesus.
Your God is old school. Your only does not follow football. He's old school. No. Watch him. There is a one that does not need to follow football, but it follows the development of the man, because we are sent for a season, and when God sets a prophet in a season, it will use him to conquer certain nations. Because sometimes there is a need for Israel to shine, so that the promise of the Messiah to continue. Imagine if Israel went to the war and the Moab king took over Israel and defeated Israel entirely and killed all of them. How would the generation of the Messiah be born? They will be cut off.
Maneva na sema Pen Dream TV. Pen Dream TV de osia dem yopo.